there's not anybody in here right now. But
right.
Good morning anyway.
This is our makeup live stream, y'all, because we had to cancel it on Friday. We had family show up and had a good time with family.
I wasn't home when they showed up. Jen was going to have to do my live stream by herself anyway, and then they showed up, so she wasn't even able to do that.
Yeah, we had limited time with them, and I didn't want to spend it being on, live stream, ignoring them. So, and I don't think they had any interest in joining it.
Yeah. my brother and sister-in-law from Oklahoma showed up and spent the night with us Friday night, and spent most of the day with us Saturday.
Yeah.
And
hey, loud and clear, awesome.
I am going to try to find you guys on here where I can read comments.
Hey, Appalachian Bonnet, good morning. Hey, Brenda. So I am looking at the comments way over there. So I'm sorry if I can't recognize your name. Hey, James.
I'm still not finding me.
Give it a second, it'll pop up. I guess my phone's just going to keep like dimming and stuff because good morning from Sweden. Welcome.
Yeah, because the lighting is like all the sun's coming through over here and kind of messing with everything.
Good morning.
Morning, Cece.
Y'all got your cup of coffee this morning? We can all enjoy a cup of coffee together. I
should have refilled mine before you started this.
I kind of caught him off guard. He got up this morning and I was like, hey, let's do a live stream. And he's like, okay. And
let me go to your channel and see if it's popping up.
I'm over here all bundled up. And
hey, there we are. Look at that.
Wiley's, I'm a wuss when it comes to the cold, y'all. I don't know.
It's just not that cold out here. It actually feels really good this morning.
Right now, and I'm over here dressed like it's freezing.
My sins, mama. Hello.
Welcome. Emily, wait to take a shower or whatever till after we're done, please.
Elaine said she needs to get a refill too.
Yeah, hey Elaine.
Morning. Hi, Cindy.
Morning, Cindy.
Hi, Charlene. How was your family time? It was great.
Hey, Pam.
So, man, let me see if I can get that sun off my face there. So my brother and sister-in-law come up from Oklahoma, and they are actually probably two of our favorite people. We really love my brother and sister-in-law, and we had a really good time down here. Of course, they didn't. I wish they could have spent more time because we've got so much going on that it's kind of hard to fit everything into what short time they was here. But had a really good time and really miss seeing them.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. We're trying to convince them to move this way, but I don't know if they will or not.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's ever going to happen.
Yeah, so we just thought we'd get on here. Actually, now's a perfect time to talk crap about Brian and Becky because they're at church. They can't.
Yeah, they won't even know. Although, I've got two beautiful nieces and my nephew Alex. They didn't come. It was just my brother and sister-in-law. And I was a little bit disappointed that at least Alex didn't come.
Yeah,
but
the girls are each in their 20s and have life.
They have their own lives.
And I think Alex is 17, so he was like, "Woohoo! Parents are gonna be gone."
Yeah.
so unfortunately, they didn't come. But yeah, so I can't really see the comments. I'm trying, guys. Wiley's got the comments over there.
Not a whole lot being said right now.
But yeah, it's we wanted to make up the Friday Night Live to y'all because I don't know. Wiley has been working a lot, which has been kind of nice for the bank account, but not nice for YouTube and getting things done around here. And so decided to pop in while he's here because he'll go back to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if he'll be home Friday for his live stream again or not. So
I know I've been really neglecting this channel because with working all week and if we do a live, it's usually Jen right now, but in Emmy because
Yeah, don't forget me.
And yeah. Anyway,
I forgot to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. I'm sorry.
good morning, George.
If I touch it, I might mess it up.
But sure, we've got a ton going on, and I'm so far behind because I am working, and it just is what it is. I think me and Jen was talking about it yesterday, and it looks like we're going to be putting up temporary walls around camp with out of tarps or out of plastic or something, because I just don't think I'm going to be able to get these walls the rest of the way built with being busy at work. So,
yeah, unfortunately. But somebody asked if we had a wood stove. Yes, we do.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we do. It is right over there, and it has a fire in it, and it smells like wood in here right now. It's very nice. And
we will be getting having a video put out on this here pretty soon, but
wham, there it is.
There it is. I built that, and it's not 100% complete yet. I don't have the pipe that goes up. I just have a pipe going out the wall. I don't have the pipe that goes up yet. And
Wiley Coyote, super genius. Yes. That's right. We have the pipe thanks to a subscriber named Pops.
Yeah, Pops.
He had sent us a few bucks to go buy the pipe.
So, and honestly, he had sent us that quite some time back, and we didn't even realize it was there.
So
it was on one of our PayPal cards that we wasn't signed into, so it didn't notify us and tell us we had it. And
or probably did. We just didn't check it. I don't know.
That's really why it was. It's taken me so long to get it put together, is because we was just waiting until we had the money to buy the pipes to go out.
Yeah.
And so I just kind of put it on hold for a little bit, and then we actually met Pops. He come down the other day, and we met him, and
we went
he was
to
like,
a
"Hey,
barbecue
did you guys get the money that I sent you to get your?" Because he was interested in seeing the wood stove being done.
We felt bad.
And I was like, "Oh my gosh, I didn't even know you sent it to me." Yeah. So anyway, we went.
Okay, we're back. So I had to take the girls to the doctor on Thursday. Lily had gotten a poison ivy rash, and Emily has a sty in her eye. So we had to go to the doctor. And Wiley had that done when I got back. So he says that he recorded it.
I done the best I could, guys.
We'll see what I can throw together.
I can't promise you anything, but I done the best I could.
I have to download Microsoft on or Windows on our computer. So I was hoping Wiley's brother could fix it while he was here, but he couldn't. So I have to reinstall Windows, and that stinks.
Yeah.
So it might be a minute until I get that out, because now I can't put the video on the computer, and I don't know. So.
Good morning, Jeff. Yeah, James, Lola, we put her bed over there beside the heater, and that's where she pretty much stays.
Mm-hmm.
She's loving that heat.
Sometimes it gets too warm, and she has to get up and move.
Yeah.
But then she just moves to a chair.
Good morning, J&B.
Yeah. I keep hearing the Roadrunner beep beep. Yeah, that's Wiley's phone.
My phone.
Bell. You get it figured out?
Yep, I think.
Okay, cool.
Maybe. Whoops. Neither is good. Poison ivy or a sty in your eye.
Yeah, no.
You're getting better. Yeah. Yeah, no. They give Lily's the one that had the poison ivy, and they give her whatever they give her. I mean, it was, by the time they got home, it was already looking much better.
They just gave her a shot.
Yeah.
Whatever they done, it was drying up quick. And like the next day, I mean, it was mostly gone.
Today it's looking really good.
Yeah, she's still got a little bit of remnants, but it looks awesome. I mean, it done a good job.
Stinking poison ivy. Hey, good morning, Mark.
Good morning, Jamie. And Jamie and Kevin come over from Over Oaks Littlefield Friday night. Emily cooked dinner. Matter of fact, she's sitting over there eating some of the leftovers right now.
She's got a big old pot.
It's really good, though. I'm really proud of it.
Yeah, you done a really good job.
Emily made chicken Alfredo from scratch, and it turned out really, really good. And Jamie brought over a white grape juice cake. or something.
Oh
That
my
was
gosh, it
that
was
was
so good.
amazing.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Bubba, you're exactly right. That's what they give her. But it just surprised me that it
Started clearing it up.
cleared
so
it
fast.
up so fast. Man.
Molly was in the doctor's office and she was like, "Could you please give me a shot? I want it to go away so bad."
Yeah. It's not often a kid goes to the doctor and asks for a shot. but-
Morning, Mark.
I think the doctor
It's-
was surprised too because she was like, "Oh,
yeah.
okay."
Mark's headed to North Carolina. What are you doing out in North Carolina, Mark?
Where are you going?
Yeah.
Micah's in North Carolina right now. I
Yeah,
think.
Micah's over there. Micah went to Asheville to do some
Contracting.
contract work.
You've got a friend on you.
Oh yeah.
He says hi.
Elaine, I remember whenever my kids was young, I've got a daughter that is like, she could see poison ivy on the other side of the yard and catch it. I mean, it was that bad.
Blow.
And we would take her every spring, and they give her 3 little vials of stuff. I don't even remember what it was, but she never got it during the summertime. She just took that 3 little vials, and it was clear. She never got it. But if we ever forgot to do that, or it was bad on her.
James, Micah does CNC machining. So my guess is, I don't know this for a fact, but my guess is that he's probably filling in for somebody who can't make it to work because they were affected by all of the flooding.
Right.
So that's my guess. I don't really know.
Mark said he thinks he's going for a Trump rally.
Oh, hey.
Awesome.
All right, well.
If you can
Don't
find
let
a
all
bottle
those
of
crazy Trump
green-
people scare you away, Mark.
If you can get a bottle of absorbing green muscle liquid stuff, dries it out fast, stings but works fast. Wow.
We have some of that poison ivy soap.
I have to look up that.
That's like Tech New or something, poison ivy soap. And it works, but it doesn't work very fast.
Howdy, Michael.
And she'd used it a couple times, and it just wasn't seeming like it was getting a whole lot better because hers was pretty bad.
Yeah.
At first, she was like, Mom, I think I'm just, I gave her Benadryl for a couple of days and was just trying to let her natural immunity fight it off. And finally, she was just scratching everywhere. I was like, all right, we got to go to the doctor. And Wiley had the day off, so it was perfect. So we could take the truck because, we still haven't fixed our car. Give them an update on that, by the way.
So, yeah.
I put milk in this and I made it better.
Mhm.
I took Thursday off work because we was supposed to have all the parts show up on Thursday, or we thought we were supposed to have all the parts show up on Thursday. We ordered everything last Saturday, so a week ago yesterday.
Yep.
So they were supposed to show up on Thursday, or we thought they was. So I took the day off where I could put the Suburban back together, and I've got to have the bearings pressed on to the ends of that carrier. And so I got up that morning. I took it to Booneville. I found a shop over in Booneville. Cool guy. Up over there. I get everything out of the box, and O'Reilly's getting the wrong bearings. So
That's the second time.
yeah, second time.
Because he's already gone back once for the right bearings.
So
the right bearings.
the kit that I ordered from Jags is actually got the bearings in it, but I wanted to go ahead and buy them at O'Reilly's and get them pressed on. That way, once the parts got here, I could just install it, get it done. And but that ain't gonna work. So now we're waiting on those parts to get here that I ordered from Jags. And once they get here, I mean, Jen called them Friday.
Monday. Was it Friday? I don't remember.
No, it was-
Yeah, it was Friday, actually.
It's Friday. So Jen called them Friday and to find out where the order was, because we never got a tracking number. And they told her that they had to call the manufacturer. So they called the manufacturer. The manufacturer told them that they was trying to get all the parts together to get this kit built for me and send it out. And then like 15 minutes later, we got an email with a tracking number that says that the part should arrive on October 12th.
Yeah.
which was a week before.
The day I talked to them was the 18th, so we don't know when the person.
So yeah, we have no idea. Hopefully we get through this week okay with only one vehicle, and then next weekend, next Friday, Saturday, hopefully it'll be here by then, and I'll be able to get the Suburban put back together for Jen.
Yeah. Robert said you could put a flat metal top on your stove so you can cook in pots. Tell them about what you have planned for that.
So on my smoker over there, of course you've got the firebox, and then you've got the actual smoker, and I'm going to open the top of the firebox up and make it flat and basically build a griddle on top of the firebox. I think that's going to be awesome. That way when we have wood in there, the griddle is on, and it's burning, so it's hot, and we can cook on it. She can cook her sides on it and all that stuff. Or, I mean, really, it could be a stovetop. You could use use a pot on it or whatever if you wanted to. But yeah, As soon as I find the metal for that, we'll probably get into that part of it.
Yep.
Of course, we have propane cooker over there, but it's just it's a camping stove,
like a 3-burner camp stove. Oh my gosh! So, a subscriber named Michael reached out to us and gave us a one of those Harbor Freight portable garages. And while we were there, he also gave us I think it's a 20-inch cast iron.
A 20-inch cast iron skillet,
so
guys.
We've used it almost every day since we cleaned it up.
Yeah.
We've
Oh
used it
my
3 or 4 times
gosh!
already.
I've never even seen one as big as this thing, and man.
We have to light up all 3 of the burners on our camp stove to use it.
It is awesome, though.
But Emily cooked for, I don't know, how many people do we have
10.
here? We had 10 people here.
Yeah.
And she cooked dinner for 10 people in that one skillet.
In one skillet.
So
Yeah.
that was super awesome. Yeah.
And we still have a bunch of it left.
I suppose is it dirty over there?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Because oh yeah, I used it for breakfast yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's an awesome deal. Wow, how awesome.
Jeff said I use Jegs often. Yeah, that's who we ordered them
Yeah.
from.
Yeah, I've only used them a couple of times throughout my life. I mean, but of course you can get anything through them basically. And I ordered some performance parts from mud bogging days, and then we ordered a hood here a while back from them for my uncle's truck while I was working on it. And man, freaking $600 hood, and got it in, and it was damaged real bad. Had a lot of damage on it. But of course that's not Jegs' fault. That's the shipping company's fault.
Mhm.
But yeah, kind of makes me nervous, but
You're on top messages.
It'll be
You're not
okay.
even on live chat.
oh, hey,
Yeah.
Mhm.
I didn't realize that.
Maybe we'll see more. Hey, Sandy, how's it going? Sorry if we've missed your comments. Wiley had it on top chat. Did you just eat all that?
I just ordered a new rear end from
Almost.
Jegs. They're super fast, and customer service was awesome. Yeah, customer service is, I really like Jegs. What I've used them, like I said, other than the damage on the hood that we ordered that time, and it's that's not on Jegs. That was the shipping company, obviously.
Morning, Erica. There's 69 people in here, 37 thumbs ups, y'all. If y'all wouldn't mind, please give us the thumbs up.
And that's
Hey, Chris. 2 a.m. where he's at.
oh wow. Hey, Chris. And Bubba, I think that's exactly what we were ordered. Well, I ordered a ring and pinion kit. I've got the 10 bolt in our Suburban. It went bad. It's the carrier was bad in it, so I had to buy a new carrier from O'Reilly's. And then once I got it tore apart and realized that the ring gear and pinion had some chips and stuff in it, I just didn't want to put it back together and waste our time, and have to do it again later. So we went ahead and ordered a new ring gear and pinion kit for that thing from Jegs. So that's what I'm waiting on.
Someone said you sound a little stuffy, Wiley.
I
Robert
don't
said, "Get your iron from that skillet."
Yeah.
I like that skillet a lot. I don't want to cut it up.
I don't feel stuffy.
You want to hold this?
I don't care.
We should have something else to hold it right here.
Yeah.
So we don't have to.
So our little laptop we usually use to read comments on, nobody can find the charger for it right now. So
Yeah, we've misplaced
You
it.
could use the pink ring light.
Yeah. I was going to say we could use that suction cup one that's on the dresser, but and set it on the stool, but I don't know if it'll stick to the back of Wiley's phone since
What is
it's
it
all
for
broke
what?
up. To hold the phone right here so we
oh,
can see it.
Or
Hey, David.
the ring light right next to you.
Yeah. We could do that.
oh,
Had to say that 3 times
I-
before anyone even listened.
I mean, you should have thought of that before we got started here.
Yeah, well, you know.
I was gonna wait before. we
Cindy
got
said, I
started.
love my cast iron. There are some things I just they went away on me.
I can't even open this thing.
Some things you just have to make in cast iron skillets. We cook everything.
We
in
cook
cast iron.
everything in our cast iron skillets. Yeah.
Our first Christmas together, we were together for almost a year, and that's what we bought was a. We went and picked out a bunch of cast iron skillets and bought them.
Huh.
Yep.
Formed this.
Yeah. Well.
I do.
Well, what do you think? Them cast iron skillets just grew in there on our tables?
Well, I guess I don't remember. My,
Can you
in
read
my
that?
memory,
No,
Move it closer to you.
not even close.
Move it
In
closer.
my memory, they've just always been there.
There we go. Now can you see
Man,
it?
now the light's hitting me again, and
Readjust. Readjust. Hey, David, how's it going this morning?
cast iron bread pans.
Oh.
Yeah,
He also gave us like a big oval shape
it's
one.
more of like a bread pan. Yeah,
And it doesn't have like tall sides. It's probably like 2-3 inch sides. And that is what when we bake things on the smoker, that's what I'm going to bake them in.
Yeah.
We made little like, have y'all ever heard of English muffin pizzas? You take an English muffin and you cut it in half. And then you build a pizza on top of it and bake it. And they're really good and they're fast and they're easy. And that's what we baked them in on the smoker. And they turned out crunchy on the bottom and all melty on the top. They were perfect.
Yeah. And on top of that, we had to find something else because somebody, I won't mention any names, Emily,
What about me?
was cooking bread the other day in our little glass
Yeah.
Oh.
Pyrex.
pie rack, whatever they are, and decided that it was getting too hot in the smoker, so she poured a little water in there to cool it off. Well, water and
Mom.
hot glass don't mix, guys.
No, so Mom said that I should, and
Yes,
I couldn't
I did.
hold the lid open and also pour the water in and have the flashlight.
Well, the lid opens and it stays open.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
I
And then you
didn't
can
know
use a
that
flashlight
then.
and jump it. Yeah.
I didn't know that then, so I was
So-
trying to pour it blind, and I went by the light of a singular flame.
Mind you, that was the very first time we had used that Pyrex baking dish. And that was the only time we used it.
Hey,
Yeah.
we still have another
So-
one, I think.
I think I think the smoker still has glass in the bottom of
Probably.
it.
I don't think me and Michael cleaned it out very well.
Yeah. Luckily, yeah, there was glass. I cleaned it out, so I know there's no more glass in there. Because when I clean, I do it
Oh.
thoroughly. But Good morning, Muriel. How are you doing today? We were hoping that too many people wouldn't be at church this morning. I mean, I want, y'all to know Jesus, but at the same time,
Started. We wanted to go ahead and get this done. And yeah.
yeah,
Hey, Mike.
flames and glass don't work well together. Flame is okay. Cold
Yeah, so-
water after it gets hot is bad.
They're the oven safe, fire safe. They was doing fine
Thick Pyrex
until she
glass.
put water on it.
Yeah. I had already done it a couple times. You just dump a little bit of water in the flames to put the flames out, keep the fire hot. And I had told her to do that, but didn't give the instruction on how, I guess. And yeah, so
Because most of the time, whenever we're doing something over there, we're in a hurry and we really don't build the fire, let it burn down, get the good bed of coals going. So usually we're throwing our food on there and then we're fighting, trying to keep the temperature right because we didn't let it set long enough to get the coals down like it should.
Yeah, we need to plan ahead better.
Yeah, we're not planning ahead far enough, but
Michael's getting really good at building a fire, though.
yeah, he's doing a good job.
Mm-hmm.
Only 8:40 here, so
Yeah. Water on the flames, not on the glass, Emily. Yes.
But I just wanted to see what it would do.
Well, now you know.
It's 10:40 here, so we should be working already. But
Yeah, we should be.
we are having a lazy morning this morning. We don't even know what we're gonna do today.
Dang it, that sun is killing me here.
Wiley wants to work on his welder, and I want to work on walls, and both need to be done. So
Yeah.
I don't know what we're gonna do. Oh! And Jamie said that she has a little like hand blown
I'll be right back.
glass, like blue glass heart that was a perfume bottle, I guess, that she picked up for me, and I'm going to incorporate it into my bottle wall. I think it's gonna be so stinking cool, but I've got to go get it from her.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Jamie and Kevin are like 40 minutes away, right, Jamie?
Yeah. Just around there.
Something close to that, yeah.
Bye, Chris. Good night.
Bye, Chris. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah. Keep a spray bottle with water to the stove. It gets to burning hot. Yeah. Right. Yeah, that would have been a better idea than just using a jar of water. Coffee and friendship, better than work any day. Yes, it is, James. Yeah. Yeah, but unfortunately, we still have things to do. Oh, and then yesterday, Wiley and I went to town after our family left, we went to town to take care of some things and pick up some stuff. And while we were gone, the boys finished the shed. And so I didn't get any of that on camera either. But I will go out there and do a walk around. They're not done. It still needs to be trimmed out. But we can and add a couple more pieces of metal. But we can easily move our tools in. I might have the kids working on that today. Moving all the tools in there.
And it's we need to add some more screws also because while I was gone, I asked them not to put metal up because all we have is them big long 3-inch wood screws. So that's what they had to use to put everything up, but they kind of done it minimally and just got everything hung into place. I've got to go get some actual metal screws where we can screw it down and it has the seals on them. Mm-hmm. And so they can finish everything up. But
the metal's on there.
It's all there. It just needs more screws put in it. Yeah.
They got tired of waiting on Wiley, so they just went and did it with what we had. Which is kind of what they're trained to do because, Wiley gets impatient and he's like, well, I don't have what I need, but I'm going to make what I have work.
Right.
So Jamie said, yeah, they're about 40 minutes away.
Yeah.
I need to find a time to come get that bottle from you so I can keep working on my wall.
Yeah.
Pretty much any time after the Suburban's fixed.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
the only thing we have to do now before, I guess we could go ahead and move stuff in. But, of course, we used old metal, and it's got holes all in the top of it. It's got the old screw holes in it, so we need to get up there with some tar and plug up some of those holes. Mm-hmm. That's really the main thing we need to do now. Otherwise, it's good enough that it's going to keep our tools safe once we get tar on it, for sure.
Yeah. Oh, and I forgot we still have to finish the floor in there, so maybe not move tools in today. Maybe they can go get some shale and start shoveling shale in there.
Something.
That'll be a lot of shale.
It's going to be a lot of shale.
It won't do that. I don't want to. That's their project, not mine. Leave me out of it.
Yeah, Cindy, it's good for the boys to be doing stuff. We encourage them to work hard, and we push them a little bit. We don't want to push them so much that it turns them off of hard work. Yeah. So
we don't want to burn them out. And on days that they decide they're not going to do anything, we just let them not do anything. And they done that. There was nothing. I don't even know, because I know I didn't. I don't even know if you even said anything to them as far as, getting them started on that. They've done that pretty much on their own.
Right. We mentioned that we needed a tool shed, and they started building it.
Yeah. And,
we weren't even like, hey, boys, go build a tool shed. They just did it.
Right, right.
So that makes it even better. But
they done an awesome job. Of course, it's old metal on the outside, so it's not the prettiest, but hey, it's going to work great.
I had to give Michael a hard time because some of it he put the rusty side out, some of it he put the shiny side out, and so it's just a calico shed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks funny.
But they need to, like I said, they still need to trim the corners and add some more metal like up at the top. And but it's still a lot better than what we have.
The very last piece on top, it's going to be almost nothing at one end, and then this big on the other end. They need to cut that metal and put it up there. That's the only thing they haven't done at the very top.
How my neighbors put his in his wellhead and solar power last few days. Bulk tank and pressure tank. Could you do a...
You could do a bid of it and give me ideas.
So we don't have a pressure tank and all of that for our well yet.
Yeah, we don't have a pressure tank or nothing yet. It's just the hose coming up out of the ground, and we plug it into a generator and we fire it up to fill up our tote, and then shut it off. It takes 5 minutes to fill up our tote, and but that is coming. It looks like here very soon. Hopefully within the next month or so, we are going to be having electricity up at the end of the property.
Hopefully.
We're not going to be able to get it all the way down here because it's going to cost probably about $1,500 for the wiring to get it all the way down here.
We'll be off grid at camp still.
Yeah.
But we'll have power there, and then we can use it for the well, and then we can upgrade to a pressure tank and all of that jazz. And we can build a well house. And we plan on putting our washer and dryer in the well house where there's power.
Yeah.
And
well, we don't even have a dryer right now. That's something. Once we get a dryer, we'll have. I want to build a well house big enough to contain the washer and dryer and all that, where we've got the front and can use that. But
and maybe even my computer set up because we have a YouTube studio, a trailer that I was going to use as a YouTube studio, but now my little sister, I mean, she's not little. She's my younger sister, is moving here. We bought her train ticket yesterday. She'll be here by the end of the month. And now she's going to be living in that, so I can't use it for my studio. So now I need to find another place. But the main reason we're getting electricity is so we can have fiber internet, y'all.
Yeah, because we're tired of fighting this freaking internet out here. We can't. We've got Jeff's Starlink up here, and we don't have a clear open sky to run the Starlink, so it's not the greatest. The other thing that we got, it just don't get a good enough signal out here to give us a whole lot.
It works to upload videos overnight, and it works if like one person is using the internet. But I mean, if we take it to the end of the driveway,
howdy, Dave,
where we want to have internet, it works better. But it's still, the speeds on it are nothing compared to fiber optic internet.
So we have to get electric installed before they will allow us to have fiber. So we're working on that process right now. As she's told y'all before, on this channel, YouTube offered us an incentive to do memberships, and thanks to you guys that signed up for our memberships, we did get a pretty good bonus from YouTube, which is going to afford us to be able to put an electric pole in up the driveway and get us a whole lot closer to that. That's actually not that much. If you keep working, you might be able to save for it. Yeah, it's not. I mean, I need about, I haven't measured it exactly, but I'm going to say about 700 feet of 2-watt.
Well, the last time I had the electric guy come out and kind of look over things, he said we were 800 feet from the pole. So we need 800 feet of wire. Okay, we're back.
Yeah, we're back.
Satellites.
So here we are talking about internet, and they just wanted to show you guys that our internet sucks. Anyway, so I need about 800 foot of 2-aught. I'm probably just going to buy the aluminum overhead, and
Morning, Rachel.
because it's cheap, the 2-aught aluminum overhead is cheap. I can get it down here, and I can get us power down here if we can ever afford that. But yeah,
He says it's cheap, but then we gotta set poles to attach.
no, we
to,
don't.
right?
We have trees all the way. We
You're
don't
just
need
gonna
poles.
Oh, okay. The tool shed could you add concrete to the top and do a dry pour method? Not sure how many bags that would take. So our tool shed is actually above ground, so we wouldn't want to add concrete to the top of it. Adding concrete to the floor would be a good idea, but we would need a lot, and we have better things to spend our money on.
Yeah.
So we're probably just going to put shale in the bottom of it and rock, and then that'll be it.
That's definitely not in the budget right now.
Yeah,
So,
it's there's more important things we need to spend money
as
on.
long as it's built up enough, which it's going to be built up about, probably 6-8 inches. As long as it's built up enough that water goes around it and not in through it, then I'm happy. I don't care what it is. I don't care.
If it's flat.
Yeah. It ain't got to be perfectly flat. Although, eventually I'd like to be able to make it a little bit better and maybe even be able to use it as a work shed, to be able to go in, to actually be able to use my lathe and my, all my stuff. So,
Good morning, Faco. Well, I don't know if it's morning where you are, but it's morning here.
yeah, howdy.
Hey, Rachel, before you came in, I had said Jamie at O'Rourke's Littlefield found a blue glass heart-shaped bottle that was like a perfume bottle that she's going to give me. And remember how I told you I wanted to put the heart of the tree in? I think I'm going to use that. And because we didn't fasten the lighting in, I can still have it to where it lights it up. But it'll probably only be viewed, you can probably only see it from the outside, which is going to be all right.
Faco said it's 6 p.m.
Oh, well, good evening.
Good evening,
Yes.
Faco.
It's about 11 a.m. here.
Yeah. So,
Rachel, I haven't done anything else on the glass wall. I guess I'm going to have to get the kids on breaking more bottles so that we can make more branches.
Yeah.
And I don't know, probably only need 10 or 12 more sets.
But that's that's 24, 26 bottles. Yeah. Right. CJ is Appalachian Bonnet's name.
Oh, hey, CJ.
So yeah, that's what we got going on. And today, I'm probably going to do a little bit of both. I'll probably do a little bit of milling to get us some more wood for our walls, and I'm going to do a little bit of working on my welder, trying to get it running. Because that gas welder is just going to be absolutely a priceless tool to have, and I've got to get it running.
We have a small welder, but the generator doesn't like to run it.
So we have a small MIG welder, and it's the flux core MIG welder, and you've got to keep it turned way down so it don't get a lot of penetration or anything.
How are things going with the Oklahoma property, Wiley?
Well, things really ain't going at all. We haven't been down there. My youngest son, is actually down there. He's going in and cleaning things up a little bit, and he will be moving into it here very soon.
I hope. Because people are still going in and out.
Yeah.
Getting what they want.
The last time he was out there, he said that, somebody had moved. He's using IBC totes to block the driveway. Somebody had moved the IBC totes and went down in there. He said he could see tracks of a dually truck down in there. And, but anyway, he's there as much as he can right now. He's working at a car dealership in Shawnee, and he's, in and out trying to clean things up and he's saving up to get the electric turned on and all that stuff so he can actually start staying there.
And that'll be his first place, that he'll have by himself, huh? Yeah. Put in a French drain on the uphill side and down the sides. That would definitely work. I don't think it's necessary.
Well, I don't think the shed is necessary because it's actually going to be built up above ground. So I don't think that's going to be necessary there, but that's definitely going to be things to do for our
house.
Yeah, and our cellar thing,
Oh,
whatever.
yeah.
Root cellar. Trying to fix the keyboard.
Oh, yeah.
Good morning.
Coffee
Cindy.
got on it, and I'm typing with my phone. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Good thing is the keyboard is one of the least expensive parts to replace on a computer.
Yeah, right.
So
You can buy them things super cheap anymore. Of course, not fancy ones, but
yeah. I'm all bundled up over here. Wiley's just sitting there like normal.
I think it feels awesome out here. Of course, I've got the sun shining on me right here, but I think it feels great.
I just, I'm more of like a 80-degree kind of person. It drops below like 70 and I'm cold. Go get her off of the tarp, please. What is she even doing?
Our cats, for some reason, love to get up on our tarp and play. And
Patches is probably down below it and she's probably playing hide and seek.
yeah, probably.
So yeah, guys, that's what we got going on.
One of the cats brought us a present.
Uh-huh.
I know.
Another one.
Yeah, our cats keep dragging in
Hey, Liam.
Hey, Liam.
Yeah, we've got they're bringing wolves, they're bringing chipmunks, they're bringing mice, everything in here. They're just kind of bringing them in here and throwing them on our floor and
hey, we brought you a present.
Yeah, bringing us presents all the time.
Almost every morning we wake up and there's some little critter on the rug, and but that's why we have cats, because if we didn't, we would have a critter problem. So yeah.
Luna came in here and she sniffed it a couple of times and like hit it once and then just ran off.
Yeah. There's quite a few people in here. We were over 100 there for a second. So y'all please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button if you haven't done it yet.
My wife wants the heat on. I said, put more clothes on. I'm not ready for high oil bills. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we that's the same way I am. But you could see I actually put extra layers on. But I did build fire this morning when I got up.
Yeah.
In the wood stove. So throw it again to people who haven't seen it yet.
Oh yeah.
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 I don't want to be seen right now.
It's really awesome. Bam, there it is.
I hope you can see it because I can't see the screen. But there it is.
See it from here.
Yeah.
That thing, guys, is awesome.
I think it's so warm.
Yeah. Now, of course, we don't have, the house sealed yet. So, the heat's just going out. But you build a good enough fire in that thing and you can feel it, the radiant heat all over out here. It's doing a really good job.
I'm kind of afraid of when we get walls, it's going to be too good and it's going to get really, really hot in here.
Sweet kitties want to help feed the family. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. Yeah.
I had the fan blowing all night.
Yeah. That's my brother. My brother come down and stayed night before last, and we was getting them set up in the little YouTube studio camper thing we have up here, and he was like, well, where am I going to plug my fan in? And I said, well, you probably ain't going to need a fan. And he was like, yeah, I'm going to need a fan. I always use fans. So
David, I doubt that's where Gary got his idea for a wood stove, because Wiley just finished this. And I think Gary's been talking about a wood stove like this for a while. So I don't know if that's where he got the idea, but they're pretty common things. You can actually buy a kit online that has the door and has the feet and has the pipe and stuff. And it's relatively inexpensive, but Wiley just used junk that we had laying around.
Yep.
He used a couple barrels and an old water tank that we'd gotten from a friend of ours. And
I had some more scrap metal that was just little 1 inch by 1 inch square tubing to build the door and all that.
That came off of IBC totes, actually.
Yeah. I built everything by hand on, with junk on mine. Gary actually bought his kit, and it's just a bolt-on kit, real easy to convert. But instead of spending, I think it's like $150 for a kit to build this stove. I was like, heck, I've got all the stuff here. I can do it myself. I'm not really worried about it.
Robert said put an Amish fan on the stove.
Which is the ones we have at home.
Yeah. We had a couple of those in Oklahoma, and they didn't move a lot of air. We had 2 of them. We had one that we had on the exhaust pipe or whatever you call it that pointed one direction. And then we had another one that just sat flat on the top of the wood stove, and they really didn't move very much air.
So you're probably right. I mean, which 4-augh's actually smaller than 2-aught, if that makes sense. But and I could probably get away with 4-aught here. We don't have codes. We don't have all that stuff. So, and I'm installing it all myself. And we're not going to have a ton of power usage down here. It's probably just going to be maybe run a couple of lights and, a charger to make sure that, our power banks stay charged and things like that. So I'm going to do really minimal to get it down here when I can. That way we just have, minimal power down here. I don't need nothing huge. Not like I'm going to be pulling, 150 amps or anything like that. We're just going to do real minimal stuff here. So we got plenty of firewood in North Carolina and South Carolina. Yeah, no kidding.
It's all green still, though.
Did you ever figure out I hate that stupid little heart. It's right there where you can't read nothing.
Yeah. Cindy said she's in Kentucky and sleeps with the windows open. Up until this last week, it's been getting into the 30s.
Upper 30s and lower 40s, yeah.
And so it's been pretty chilly. But honestly, in our buses, it's perfect to sleep in.
Yeah, perfect sleeping weather.
Man, that's the kind of weather you want to sleep in, where you can just like bundle up and stay nice and warm and not get too hot. And it's really nice to sleep in. It's just in the morning when it's really cold, you don't want to get out of bed.
Yeah.
But you get up, you throw your jacket on, it's here, and then it's comfortable.
Bubba, I can't read your comment yet until somebody else comments and kicks it up where I can read what it is.
Get your solar stuff. I just had to adjust.
Oh, okay.
Get your solar stuff. Yeah, we did actually.
Yeah, actually, it's doing really good. I do need to invest in more panels because right now we have enough to charge one box at a time. And with 800 watts of solar, day before yesterday, it was running over 600 watts of input into our box down here. Doing really good.
Which is huge.
Which is doing massive. I mean,
compared to what we had.
I don't think we ever got much over 200 watts before. And now that we've changed everything around,
repositioned and whatnot, and it's doing good. And
Sean over at Back to Good.
Oh, yeah.
Come helped us out with that. And we got everything figured out. No kidding. I mean, it's amazing. So now I need a couple of more. I need another set of 8 panels, and that way we can have 2 boxes plugged in at the same time. Mm-hmm. We let one box charge, then we unplug it, plug it into another one. So now I need to add a couple of systems to it, and we'll be doing pretty darn good.
Bye, J&B. See you later.
See ya.
We'll probably only stay on here for about an hour before we get off and start figuring out what we're going to do.
Black water pipe through it, go into the shop, filled the pipe with water, burning the barrel, pipes warm. Actually, I was telling Jen the other day, I was thinking about taking some copper tubing and wrap my barrel and put a radiator inside the bus that, the hot water would flow through the radiator, and then mount a fan behind the radiator to keep, for heat in the bus. As long as there's a fire in the wood stove, we have heat in the bus.
And the kids have propane heaters, but then yesterday we also ordered some diesel heaters.
Yeah.
Because a friend of ours, we had done some trading with them, and how much are we getting? Like 150 gallons of diesel?
150 gallons of diesel, yeah.
We're going to have, we have 100 sitting out here right now, and we're going to have 150 gallons by the time we're done with it. And that should be enough to get us through quite a while. So.
Bubba, I'm a little skittish of buying used panels, and I know it's just one of those things, but we have
We had a whole bunch of used
We have
panels.
like 12 used panels here, and none of them are any good. So, $50 a piece for 100-watt panels off of Amazon.
for brand new ones.
For brand new 100-watt panels. You can't, I mean, I just don't know that I want to take the chance. I mean, of course, it would be nice to have a 250, 300-watt panel instead of the 100 watts, but I don't know. It's really hard for me to take that chance.
And our charge controller can't handle that, so we'd have to have a bigger charge controller, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that what we decided? Because we were going to buy a big panel, one that put out a lot, but then we realized we'd have to upgrade other parts of our system in order to use that, so we just went ahead and went with the 100-watt ones.
Yeah.
And they're working great. Rachel said, "Oh, I love our diesel heater. You're one of the reasons that we're buying
You're
them."
one of the reasons why we went ahead and bought one. Yeah, for sure. I was actually I was going to order a couple, but the diesel heater that I ordered is an 8 kilowatt, I guess they call it. I don't know. But I can hook it up with one going into Hunter's room and then one coming into Emmy's room, and have, it splits it. So it says it's good for like up to 300 square foot. Well, the whole bus ain't but about 200 square foot. So I think if I split that, duct one into Hunter's room and one into Emmy's room, it will give them, it'll give them a lot.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that works.
And if it gets super, super cold, they can use the diesel heater and the propane heater and be nice and toasty and warm.
If it comes down to it and it don't seem to be working good enough, then I'll just buy another one and put it in Hunter's room. He'll have his own. Emmy will have her own. And, then we'll go from there. But
we bought it from Vivor, right? And
yeah,
how
Vivor.
much did you say it was?
Well, normally it was like $120, but it asked me to sign up for their, program. So I did, and it gave me 25% discount. So it's like $86.
That's awesome. And but if you can buy a Vivor one on Amazon, but it's like $160. So you save money by going directly through the Vivor themselves.
I have something to say about the propane heaters. In the night that it snowed when we were back in Oklahoma, it was snowing one night.
Uh-huh.
I turned mine on low, and I woke up that morning, and I was sweating.
Yeah. The only problem with the propane heaters is because we found out that they create moisture.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes the inside of your bus sweat. And I think the diesel heater is going to do away with that. It's going to keep it dry inside.
They're like, why do I have ice on the inside of my window, but it's warm in my room?
Yeah.
That really confused me.
Yeah.
I just drew on my windows though because I was bored.
25 degrees outside. Lit the barrel, and 15 minutes later, it was 60 degrees in the shop. Not too warm, but I can work in there.
Country to coast, howdy.
I think that 60 degrees, if you're working, pretty hard, 60 degrees.
60 degrees is good, yeah.
Yeah.
Howdy, Rob. So I noticed the comment you left, and I'll send you an email or whatever, and we'll talk about it. But our live usually shuts down at about, I don't even know if we're going to have a live next Friday because of with me working and, well, no. Actually, I don't think I'm going to be working next Friday. I don't know. Anyway,
I don't know yet,
we'll send you an email and we'll get everything all figured out.
So Jamie said, I want to say, folks, the tool shed the kids built is substantial. The video doesn't do it justice. They did a great job. They did do a really good job. I bet that thing stands there for 100 years. That tool shed, it's going to outlive us for sure.
The diesel heaters in the trucks. Yeah, James, that's exactly what these are. I mean, that's, used to, that's what they was built for, was to put under your bunk in the semi trucks where people wouldn't have to idle their trucks overnight. But that's exactly what they are. And I can't wait to try it out in Emmys, because I have a feeling if they go good in Emmys, we're probably going to have one in just about everything we have around here. All of our buses, our bathroom, our kitchen, or
the kitchen that we have has a air conditioner and heater in it, but we'd have to run the generator.
Yeah. it's an electric heat, and it's just way too much for what we have going on. So
unless we have the generator on anyway for something else, then we don't want to have to run that heater just for that. Rachel said we have to run it on the lowest heater because it'll.
Rachel, what brand heater did you guys buy?
I want to say she said she got the V4 one.
Was it a V4?
Maybe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I want to say it was a V4 one.
Nice thing is you already have diesel on hand. Yep, Bubba, that's exactly right. And, I'm working for Jess over at Tree Haven. He actually done some cleanup work for a lady here a while back, and he got one of those. I don't know if a lot of you guys may not know what I'm talking about, but it's a diesel tank that sets up on a stand, and it's just gravity fed. It's got the little nozzle on the end of it, and so it's a storage tank. And he's got one of them up there. He's doing some trading with me on, and I get to bring it home. So now we'll have a 300, 400 gallon diesel tank for storage that has the nozzle on it. That whenever we need to refill something, it's just right there, man. It's going to make it so awesome.
So, Robert, you said we need heat in the bathroom. We probably will. It would be nice to have in there, but the thing is that because it's sealed well, I guess it's made out of IBC totes. I don't know.
Dude.
But you get in there and you turn the hot water on, and it warms up in there in no time, and it gets nice and toasty and steamy in there, and it's just, I don't know. I really enjoy taking a shower in there when it's cold outside.
Really, if it was too cold in there and you wanted to, all you'd have to do is turn the shower on for a couple of minutes, and it heats it up in there like you wouldn't believe. I mean, it does a really good job. But because, to try to keep water from freezing and, stuff like that, I'd still like to have, some auxiliary heat in there. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah. Morning, Ford dude. Did we say hi to him yet?
I think I just did. If I didn't, I meant to. The sun keeps it warm, I assume. Yeah, the sun keeps it warm. It is very good for what would you call that? Solar energy or
which is awful in the summertime. Which is why Wiley hooked up a fan.
Yeah.
But then he had to cut the wires to the fan. We actually need to put it on its own switch now, because now when you take a shower, well, up until he cut to it, the fan and the lights are on the same switch. So if you wanted the lights on, the fan would also come on.
James, it don't even have a brand name. It's just an Amazon special. I don't know that it has a brand name. It don't have anything on it.
Yeah.
Just an Amazon special. It was like $150 for the 18 liter, which an 18 liter is good enough for like a 4-bedroom home. That's a really big one.
Yeah. The one we had in Oklahoma was what, 10 liter?
I think so, or 8 or 10. Yeah.
Yeah, 8 or 10 liter, and it wasn't. I mean, it worked just fine. The good thing about those tankless water, using propane, tankless is the way to go.
Yeah.
If you're using electric, don't go with a tankless.
Yeah.
Because they use just as much, if not more power, from what I understand, than a traditional water tank.
Although Jess was telling me that he's got a friend of his that put one in his cabin and said he loves it, but
an electric one?
Yeah. But it's not budget or bill friendly, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. So we had some friends in Oklahoma that had an electric water heater and an electric tankless, and it didn't last very long, and it was they didn't like it at all. But we've had propane water heaters for, I don't know, I've had one for 5 or 6 years, and I'm sure you said you had one in your last house too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I would not go any other way.
Yeah, and I've never bought an expensive one. All the ones we've bought's always been, so back whenever I built my last house before I met Jen, I bought one. It was a Mari, and it was the more expensive, cheap one at the time, which was, I think I give like $300 to $350 for it.
I didn't even pay $200 for my Mari. I had.
But it was remote control, so it had a remote that we hung in the shower. So let's just say you had the water on and you wanted a little bit more hot water, you wanted it hotter, you just touched the button on the remote and brought your heat up. I mean, it was amazing. It was really nice. All these just have dials on the front. You just adjust everything on the front.
Morning, Natasha. Rachel said they can't wait to get theirs hooked up. I heard I heard tankless needs filter systems. That may be true. It's not something that we've experienced. Our well at our old place was really perfect, clean, and we never had any issues.
We never had to filter our water in Oklahoma. The water in Oklahoma was probably the best well water I have ever seen.
It was,
and
really
I've been
good.
on well most of my life.
Yeah.
And our place in Oklahoma had the best well water I ever
Now
seen.
here, I mean, we've only been here using this water for like 6 months, and and we haven't had any problems with it so far, and we don't filter our water.
I actually want to build a sand filter for our system and put it up by the well. I have not done that yet. We really need to. But yeah, I mean, honestly, you're probably talking about having to replace it, in a year and a half, because the water. But
we might.
Oh, Rachel, we do have an inline because we use a 12-volt RV pump to help us get more pressure. If we'd used a 1-inch line from the well to here for our gravity flow, we'd probably be all right. But we could only afford 1/2 inch, so we use just like a booster. And yeah, it does have a inline,
but it's not
filter.
it's not any kind of a mineral filter or anything. No. It's just to keep anything large from like getting in there. Yeah.
It's
Wiley, have you ever heard water in Midland, Texas? You can smell it coming out of the faucet. Yeah. Oh yeah, I've been down there.
Hey Sherry, good morning. So radiant heat. Yeah, we're talking about doing like radiant heat in our radiant heated floors when we build our house.
Yeah.
I don't know how that's going to come about yet, but that's something that I'd really like to incorporate.
Hi, Tony.
It's funny because when most people think we're going to build a house, they got a floor plan, right? They know exactly what they're doing. Our plan is it's going to be about yay big, and it's in the ground.
And we'll figure it out from there.
That's our plan. Because
just thinking out of the box here, have you thought about
morning, Tony,
your power pole hooked up, building a big room out of totes up closer to the road for editing? Yeah, I mean, yes, we have. So
I was thinking about putting it in like building a well house around our well and putting it in there, and then also putting our washer and dryer in there, and then I can work and do laundry at the same time.
Yeah, I've actually talked to the boys, talked to Michael. Once they get this shed completely finished, we need to start hauling some dirt in and leveling out around the well. And we're going to throw up IBC totes and build probably a 12 by 12, 10 by 12. I don't know, whatever it takes to where we can do the washer dryer, maybe a desk for her to do her editing in, and the well and all that stuff. So yeah, that's exactly what we're doing.
Good to know you're on the same page, Ford dude.
Sorry, gotta go. Have a great week.
Bye.
Bye, Mr. Miss Wolferjob.
Howdy, Joe.
Hey, Joe.
Oh, he's heading back next weekend.
And a simple screen in the hose connector helps keep bigger bits too, but don't have to worry about the mineral buildup usually. Only stuff like SLR has had to deal with. Yeah. Thumbs up.
And I mean, if you have a mineral problem, you're going to have a mineral problem with an electric tank too, right? Like
it don't
because
matter.
It's going to build up on the heating elements, and you're going to have to replace them. And so, I mean, I guess that would be a problem either way if you had heavy minerals.
So mine, whenever I had the house beside Dallas, I had a regular water tank, water heater, and about once every 3 months, I'd have to go out, pull the heating element out, and the bottom would just be like, it literally looked like you took clamshells and just crushed them all up and down in the bottom. And I'd have
calcium.
I had a special little tool built where I could reach through that hole and drag all that stuff out of there. And, I'd had to do that about every 2 or 3 months.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. It was bad.
Joe said, warm the weather up. I think it's coming.
Yeah.
How about you bring it with you? Yeah.
I'm a junk man like Wiley.
Us junkers thinking, yeah.
Use what they got the cheapest way possible. Absolutely, Ford, dude. That's what you got to do. Or that's what we got to do anyway.
And then it makes for unique, cool projects, you know?
Yeah,
One
really.
of a kind pieces of art.
Yep.
So, yeah, we don't have any big grand plans for our
Howdy,
house.
Joseph.
We just know it's going to be about yay big. It's going to be in the ground, and we're going to use what we can get for free.
Yeah,
to build
pretty
it.
much.
So there's things, we're going to have to buy the stuff for plumbing. We're going to have to buy electrical stuff. We're going to have to buy, our heating, cooling tubes or whatever that are going to go in the ground. There is going to be an expense, but it's going to be a fraction of what most people would pay because we're going to do the work ourselves. We're going to use all kinds of recycled stuff. We're going to use natural materials. And so it's going to be, our goal is to keep it super cheap.
Yep.
Also, someone, I don't know who it was, they sent us a bunch of books that were on our wish list about building underground.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh.
I've been reading those books every chance I get. Of course, this week I've been busy because we had company coming over. And, you always kind of deep clean when you have company coming over. And that took me a little while. So I haven't had much reading time this week, but I have been looking into a lot of different.
Yeah.
There's one guy, he just put down plastic and then put down carpet over it. Of course, he built these things in the 70s. But
who cares if it was built in the 70s?
Yeah.
I mean,
right. And I don't know. So
absolutely, Joe. We love avocados. They're just too darn expensive to buy.
Yeah, that's something that we get very rarely. I love avocados. I would like to grow some. Oh, that's another project we're working on. We need dirt to build a pad to put the trailer that my sister's going to be living in. And so I told Michael to dig me a big hole where I can put in an in-ground greenhouse. So the top will be exposed, but the rest of it's going to be pretty much underground. It's going to be like a walk-in, like how Mel and Gary did their walk-in basement. It'll be kind of like that.
Yeah.
But it'll have like a plasticky roof or something on it. And it's going to be
Thank you, Rob. Thank you, James.
It's going to be up by where we have the power pole set so that I can use grow lights. It is, traditionally you put a greenhouse in a really sunny spot, and this spot that I picked is not sunny, but it's close to the power pole, and I use grow lights anyway, so it'll be fine.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited. And then I can grow things like avocados and lemons and stuff like that. Look at that cat over there.
What?
I could swear I left one of the doors open. Oh my goodness.
My youngest daughter loves your walls, Jen. Says she wants to do one when she gets there. I told her I know a girl who knows
a girl. Yeah. I'm just kind of figuring it out on my own, but anybody who needs help with it from here on out, I'm willing to offer what little bit of advice I've got.
So Joe's got an avocado tree, I guess, with.
Oh man.
I've got a wood box stove, 4x4 window, plus more and other stuff. If anyone that comes through Iowa, I'm trying to get this tarp out to you ASAP.
It's 20 by 30
blue tarp sitting around. Wow.
Oh, nice.
Awesome.
Yeah, we're probably going to be Tarp City around here.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be Tarp City because I'm just, with me working now, it's, I'm going to finish this front wall, but the rest of it's going to be tarps for a while.
Hey, Emily, go get my little play button up there, would you?
Oh, yeah.
I forgot to show it off.
Yeah, right.
I didn't show it off on Wednesday, and I forgot about it until I just looked over there and saw it. I make a pretty good guac. I do, too.
I've been told Jen. Yeah, Jen does, too. Jen
Yeah.
makes really good guac.
Mm-hmm.
Back on my PC, keyboard's dead. Luckily, I had a spare one.
Oh, no.
So look what we got, guys. We got our first YouTube play button. So YouTube put us in a high five program or something where they gave us perks occasionally. And this is Legos. And they sent it to us, and it's hollow inside. It took me and Hunter and Lily about an hour to put this thing together. Because it was pretty challenging. And so Hunter had the bright idea to fold up the instructions and put them on the inside. So if it ever gets broken, the instructions are easy to find. To put it back together.
That idea.
Oh, never mind. It was Lily's idea. Sorry. But yeah, our first YouTube play button.
Yeah, Bubba, I've seen that before. It's just our problem is, we've got to have a greenhouse or something to be able to grow them in.
Yeah, because it's too cold here. It gets too cold in the wintertime.
Same here. I was watching on my phone, now on my PC. Yep.
Pretty easy. Canning jar and some toothpicks. Yes. Yep. Yeah, I've seen it done. And I would like to do that, but it would have to be
Thanks, Erica.
It would have to be brought in the wintertime. So.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Greg. Text you.
Yeah.
That's a nice begin the YouTube play
button. Natasha said, great job, Lily, for thinking of that.
Yes. Bye, David.
It takes 7 years to get fruit. Really? Well, just about any fruit tree, usually takes 3 to 8 years, it takes a while.
What stinks is all of our fruit trees started producing in Oklahoma the year that we move away.
This spring, when we left Oklahoma, our fruit trees was bearing fruit. Yep. First year so far, and yeah.
We had peaches and nectarines.
Yeah.
And pears.
The pears weren't growing the fruit, though. Mm. And we had apple trees that weren't producing yet. And we had a plum tree that wasn't producing yet.
I bet we could probably still get some of them and bring them here, but I don't know.
We need a place to put them, though.
I like these early live streams. No issues with stepping on other channels. You guys can go as long as you want or until you get tired of talking.
Yeah, to us bums. Yeah, we just decided to go live this morning because we missed our live on Friday, and
we was actually wanting to do it last night, and Jen got on the phone with her sister, and then it got super dark, and we was, we was like, you know what, we'll just do it tomorrow sometime.
Lindsay, hello. Congratulations on your award.
Hi, Lindsay. Yeah, that was awesome.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
That was cool. Lila.
No, Lindsay got one yesterday.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. She got first place in the C10 class, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Congrats,
Lindsay.
First place in the unfinished class.
She did. Yes. And Lila, too. Congrats to Lila, too. She's probably... Oh, wait. I was going to say she's probably at school, but no, it's Sunday.
No, it's Sunday.
Yeah. Homeschool kids, we kind of lose track of the days sometimes.
So she got a bus ticket.
No, train ticket.
A train ticket. She's got a train ticket. She's going to be riding the train. She's going to be getting on the train next Sunday. It's going to take 61 hours to get here, and we've got to go to Little Rock and pick her up.
At 2:30 in the morning.
I was going to say at 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. She gets there. She arrives at 2:30 in the morning.
Thanks, guys. So stoked. Yeah, I bet you are.
Yeah.
Man, I wish we could have went. God, I wish we could have went. Of course, then I still don't think we would have been able to go, but then my brother showed up, and that's just not even possible. So
yeah. And I mean, our family car still broke down in pieces in the yard.
Well, I mean, me and you could have went and left the kids here.
Yeah, we could have.
It would have been funner that way.
Yeah, probably.
You're not gonna leave me anywhere.
I took the kids to the drive-in last night to see the new Smile 2 and what? Terrifier 3? Scary as heck. Never again. I didn't get home till 1 a.m.
We can plan the trip next year, Lindsay says. Yeah, sounds good.
What about her camper? Are you going to get
No. So the bear decided that he wanted in the camper.
Mm-hmm.
And
really bad.
The wall that the futon and everything is mounted on, the futon is hanging out the side of the camper. So the bear decided that she didn't need to bring that camper to Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
So
to Arkansas.
I mean to Arkansas, yeah. And
Yeah.
so yeah, it's not happening. She's going to be staying in Jen's YouTube studio, which is, you know, a camper. It's got beds and stuff in it anyway. So
It's a cargo trailer that's been converted into like a bunkhouse.
yeah,
So we need to go to Oklahoma and get her a toilet though, so that she has a toilet.
yeah.
If she needs to pee really bad, give her a bicycle and she can come down here.
Bear attack. Yeah, bear attack. Yep. That happens in Northern California, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Anywhere in California, pretty much.
She's got the worst of luck.
Yeah.
She's got such bad luck that last night when we were on the phone with Amtrak trying to buy the ticket, the lady's computer like shut down and we had to start all over.
Yeah.
That lady was the way to talk to though.
Yeah.
She was fun. So yeah, that's the news on my sister. She'll be here by the end of the month.
Yeah.
So
Right around the first of the month.
yeah.
Probably. If she didn't have bad luck, she would.
Yeah, if she didn't have bad luck, she wouldn't have any luck at all.
Right.
Of course, I think it'd be better if she didn't have any luck at all at this point. No such thing as luck. Yeah. Well, then what do you got to say to explain her terrible luck? I don't know.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyway,
The worst
we
luck
have
of
been.
all
How
time.
long have we been on here? Like an hour and 20 minutes.
Oh dang, we're over.
Yeah.
I was like, we're gonna be on here for about an hour, and yeah, it's already.
Everything happens for a reason. I absolutely agree with that, James. Yes, I do.
Yep.
Ant and Rocks was talking about getting rid of their camper. Could you get it cheap?
Maybe.
You know, I forgot. Anthony was actually wanting to trade it to me for one of my box trailers, and I don't know. I haven't got back with him yet, so we'll see. That's a good idea. We need to get that and give it to your sister.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I don't want to trade my YouTube studio for it.
No.
Let's see. Yeah, she can get on the road to a new
New
life,
yeah,
right?
Right.
And it's so hard. It's so hard to survive in a place like California.
Yeah.
Where, I mean, you're talking in the area where she lives, you're talking $2,500 a month for a one-bedroom apartment.
She was paying
Ridiculous.
$400 a month. I think $300 or $400 a month
or $500 a month
for a
like
cabin
shed.
that was literally at 8 by 10. I mean, it
8
was
by 10 shed.
Yeah, and was paying $400 or $500 a month.
It didn't have water. It
Didn't have a bathroom. Didn't have nothing.
There was several little sheds, and then they had like a bathroom that they could share where you could go, and it had showers and stuff like that. But all the residents had to share that one 8 by 10 bathroom shed too.
It barely had enough room to fit a queen-size bed and a love seat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she had a tiny little desk with a microwave oven.
Yeah.
And then some food.
And a mini
that's it.
fridge.
Dang it, James. I don't know why that has not crossed my mind either.
yeah.
Yeah.
But that's all the way to Texas. That's a long ways away.
Yeah. I need to figure out something on that, James. Yes.
Yeah, Bubba, that's what I mean.
Don't.
That's exactly
You mean
what I mean.
California? Yeah, right.
Don't.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Lily, don't.
Yeah, didn't have room enough to change her mind, right? It's really awful. I mean, and then you're talking, I just saw something this morning where California is raising the gas tax by 47 cents a gallon. So gas is going to go up 47 cents more per gallon.
Wow.
And it's already where they're at. It's already like $6, close to $6 a gallon, I think. My dad gets mad at me when I'm like, yeah, I paid $2.58 for gas the other day. He says, shut up, I don't even want to hear it.
Yeah.
But my dad's house is paid for. He custom built this 2-story tree house out in the woods, and I mean, he's way out. So he's off grid, and you couldn't convince him to move out of California. Because the politics, he doesn't really feel like the politics there reach him because he's so far out from everywhere. But yeah.
Two
Also-
refineries closing in California in the next 2 years. Wow. Yeah, like we need that to happen.
Yeah.
Also, where he lives is just really, really beautiful.
Yeah, it is really pretty where he lives.
For dude, yeah. I would rather get her out of that and back into the YouTube studio, though. I'd rather her not have to stay in that well house the whole time. So
I'd be okay with it, but
property taxes get high.
mhm,
Yep.
mhm. I don't know how much he pays for property taxes. But
Yeah, I don't know. He actually tried to convince us to move out there.
he's like, I'll give you 5 acres. I was like, yeah, no.
No,
Mm-mm.
no, it's just not going to happen.
No, it's pretty, but not pretty enough to pay the price for living there.
It is absolutely beautiful out there where he's at. Yes.
Yeah.
And having, 3 feet of snow randomly when you wake up in the morning, not being able to
When
get
you
out.
wake up in the
Yeah.
morning, you can't even go out your front door because you're snowed in.
Or see your car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Their car,
That was
they had a
awesome.
Dodge Durango and it got buried in snow last year. They had to dig it out. Have tough homeschooling laws.
Yes, they do.
Yes, yes.
Yes, they do.
When I was telling my sister about the homeschooling laws here, she was just absolutely blown away. Because there, with where they were living at my dad's, it's extremely difficult to get kids back and forth to school during the wintertime because of the snow. And she can't even do a paper. They won't even, like when her and I were kids and we lived out there, we would get like a packet and we'd have to go check in like once a month at school and turn in all of our work that we'd done. And that was still hard to do. But she's still got to get her kids to school every day. And her kids are going to stay at my dad's until she's able to get on her feet here.
Yeah.
Because we could have them all here, but it's going to be a lot easier for her to get on her feet and get situated if she doesn't have to worry about all of that. And she knows that her kids are good, but it's tough. I would not, no way. I would not ever want to live in California.
$80 a year for his 10 acres. Wow.
That ain't bad. Our property taxes in Oklahoma for our 7 acres are almost $400.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, that's what they were last year. I don't know what they are this year. I haven't gotten.
Tasha, yeah, New York and California ain't a whole lot of different whenever it comes to all that stuff for sure.
Yeah.
What do you mean? They're on separate sides of the
$300
United
bucks for
States.
10 acres in Missouri. I don't know what the property tax are going to be on this place yet. The guy that we bought it from said he'll pay the taxes this year, but we'll be responsible for them next year.
Yeah.
At least till I finish the house. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Our neighbors in Oklahoma, their property tax went from what? It like jumped almost $1,000.
Oh, it was, yeah, I know. I think it was more than 1,000. I don't think they was paying but like $500 a year, and now it went up to almost $2,000 a year. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Lily stuff.
3 acres and 3-bedroom brick home, $158.
Wow.
That's good.
That's good. Yeah.
Even some-
Well, guys, we're going to have to get off here because, we need to get moving. We need to get some things done today.
$692 school tax bill on the 5.7 acres here, and we still got county tax coming a couple months. That's like 4G.
Oh,
my
my gosh.
Tasha, you need to sell your place and move somewhere.
You
else.
need to get down here. Yeah.
Mine went up $50 this year.
Tasha,
Hey, Kevin.
he's in northeast Arkansas.
Who is?
Rob.
Oh. Such a sweet kitty. She's getting so big. Let me see her.
She says, I'm not getting fat.
Hi. No, she's growing a lot though.
She says, I'm not fat.
Okay, anyway, 11 acres, his house, 4,200 square foot, and he pays $4,300 a year on property tax. Wow,
Dang.
man. All right, guys, we are going to have to get around and get some things done today. It's already almost noon,
Yeah.
and we ain't done nothing but sit here and talk to you guys, which is extremely enjoyable, but we have a lot to do. So we're going to have to get off this thing, and hopefully next week, I can't remember. I think I'm going to be off Friday. I know I'll be off next Friday. I know I'll be off the next Friday. But anyway, we'll see how things go. We'll let you guys know, and we'll see y'all on the next one. Iron Mountain Home, 4:00 on Wednesday, and then we'll just see how things go for working with Wiley, and go from there. But yeah.
A plant update. Yes, everything that I had brought with me this year has survived. Well, I think I lost one blueberry bush. I don't know what happened with it, but it just kind of all the leaves fell off of it and died. But I will be doing a plant sale this spring. I really, really hope that I'm able to do that because I did well doing it last year.
Yeah.
So, and I grew Melissa and I grew probably like 5,000 plant starts last year.
Oh yeah, and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a very successful venture last year, and I really hope to get to do that again.
All right, guys. So anyway, we love you guys. Thank y'all for helping us or for hanging out with us this morning. And hopefully I can get things settled around on my channel where we can get back to a good schedule. But as of right now, I'm sorry, guys. We're just,
The thing is Wiley's going to work, and I'm not going with him.
Well, and
so
I don't feel like if I'm on a job, I don't think that that's a place to do recording.
Yeah.
If we're out helping somebody, not charging them and things like that, then yes, that's kind of good stuff. But if I'm getting paid to be on a job, that's not a place to do a recording. That's not a place to do videos. So, yeah. Anyway, we'll get things figured out, guys. Thank you guys for hanging out, and we will see y'all on Wednesday.
Yep, we sure will.
Bye, y'all.
Love y'all. Bye. Bye.